Tired, man. Woke up tired. How many hours of sleep did I get yesterday? Let's see. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5. About 4 and some change. 4 and some change, but we back out here, man. The plan for today is work. We gonna work. Um, man, I'm exhausted. I'm not so much exhausted. I'm like tired. Exhausted, like you tired. You sleep, like you falling asleep. Tired is. I just need probably about 2 hours. I want 2 hours of sleep. That's all. That's all. We out here charging again early in the morning. We looking at some of these stars out here, which is kind of cool. You got a lot going on out here. Arizona, man, you can see the stars because the sky is always clear. You can always see the stars when you look up in the sky. Y'all see it? This star up here. Doop. This star back there. Um, we saw, when I say we, I'm talking about hold on, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. When I say we, the next door neighbor and myself, he was outside actually with I don't know what he had, a telescope, and he was looking into outer space, man. We seen Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, all of that good stuff, man. All of that good stuff. So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope to see that. They call it a planetary alignment, and you can only see it if you had a high-powered telescope. When we was out there, I was walking back from the pool with my kids. He was like, "Hey, yo, what's up? You want to see something? Like, what's up? What's going on?" Yes. He said, "Man, look through this telescope. Look through this lens right now. You see the moon." I'm like, "All right, cool. Look, see the moon. You can see all the craters and everything on there." I'm like, "Damn, that's kind of cool, man." He's like, "If you look over further to the right, you can see Mars. Then you can see Jupiter." Like, we was just looking at Saturn's rings. And I said, "Man, you know what? Like, when you, what? Hey, yo, y'all crazy in the morning." It's, it's too early for this, man. Oh my God. I it's people it's really people up like thinking like you. And that's crazy, yo. That's it's too early for that, man. Come on, man. But yeah, it's all type of stuff going on out there. And I told him, I said, "Man, listen, you gotta be a fool to think that is nothing. That is nothing." And I'm talking about religion, like it's nothing out there. You gotta be a fool to think that this is bigger than us. You gotta look at Saturn, look at Mars, look at um the moon. What time is it in Arizona? It is 4:41 a.m. 4:41 a.m. Y'all see what's going on. We're gonna head to the gym after this. Well, after this, we gonna go get the kids. Go get them. Just get them up. Get them ready to get to school. We charging right now. This damn car, man. This Tesla's something different. I'm learning it. It's different. the heat is it really kills you swim at the gym. Why? You talking real crazy, man. I don't know. I don't even. This is setup. It's a setup for something that you got to say. I don't even want to answer your question. It's a setup for what you about to say. I'm straight. I'm cool. But yeah, we're gonna go get the kids, sit them together, and then take them to school, go to the gym, and then go on our little merry little way. But it's being so hot. The dash was reading 153 degrees, which was crazy yesterday. And I'm trying to figure some stuff out. The car stalling and all that. He like, man, it's too hot, bruh. It's too hot. I'm like, man, is this what happened with everybody? He like, look at all these cars out here. I actually had a lot of cars. It was a lot, just chilling. So I'm like, yeah. He was teaching me like, yo, do this and do this and do that. So I don't know. But it's a big ass inconvenience, man. It's a big ass inconvenience. Shout out to all my people, man. We're gonna put some light on this conversation. We out here in the parking lot getting charged up, man. How y'all feeling this morning? But when I was talking about, I was just talking about the planetary alignment, man. I love looking out into the cosmos and just looking and seeing that this is bigger than us. It really is. It's way bigger than us. You can see all of these natural disasters happening and they getting worse and they shaking up the world. We just had an earthquake out there. We talking about worldly news. We had an earthquake out there in, what is that, Alaska or Russia? You see what's going on. Lily Players, what's good, what's good, what's good? I'm glad you're here. Shout out to Korea. I just met a guy at the gym yesterday. He was Asian, but I don't think he was from Vietnam. He was from Vietnam. I'm talking about cool as a fan, but he served and he was a general. He's 75 years old. Man, when I say dude, his physique looks like a damn 35-year-old. Like, look like mine for real. But he look way more fit. And I'm asking him at the gym, B Frost, what's good, what's good? I'm asking him at the gym yesterday, like, yo, we talking. I said, I'm thinking he probably like, I want to say he looked like he about 50. But he like, nah, I'm 75. And I come here every day. And I'm a general. He done been shot. He done been through all this stuff. He humble though. Humble guy. And he was just kicking it. We was kicking it. He said all his kids is in the army. Learning Japanese. Simple Wall, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. You know what? Matter of fact, can I put you? I need to take you out. I need to take you out the chat, brother. Let me see. There you go. All right, y'all. My bad, man. He had to get up out of here. Humans never lived on Mars. Man, let's talk about it. Y'all see this big shining star right here? Yeah, I had to get him up out of here, man. Cause my kids be going on here watching like afterwards, and I can't be having that. They gonna be like, Dad, what about that one guy? Whoa. But yeah, you can see the stars in the background. It's like two of them shining bright. I want to say that's the North Star, but I'm standing south. I'm facing south. That's probably the North Star right there. But it's kind of dope, man. I love everything about the universe, man. How everything works. Yep. You have a blessed day too. Have a blessed day. It's early, man. It's early, so have a blessed day, man. We ain't really kicking it about nothing for real, just kicking it. But yeah, B Frost, what's going on, man? Where you at with it? Last time we talked, Was that yesterday? We talked yesterday. Or the day before. Same time, same place. Hope all is well, man. Drive safe out there. It's a lot going on in trucking. If y'all want to take it there, um, it's just a lot. It's a lot to unravel in one day. It's a lot to unravel in one sitting. You got the rates. You got racism going on out there. You got just a lot, man. People don't know how to drive. It's so much going on in trucking. You can spend years, well, not probably years. You could spend a long time talking about it. It's no longer where I need to be. I actually, I went and I got a job, kind of like a recommendation, right? So we goes out there, nice trucks and everything. Everything was cool. Even dude was cool. It's supposed to be local, so I'm like, I'm kicking it. I'm already knowing. Like, you can't really get one over on me in the trucking industry because I know a lot. I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. So we kicking it. He like, yeah, man, you can leave tomorrow if you want to. It's a local gig, making like $1,800 a week. Like, no. I wanna ask this one question. Y'all have to ask these questions too. I say, what's up, man? I say, what does a day look like driving for you guys? Oh my God! Like, what does a day look like? What does a normal day look like? Well, you know, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick up here. You're gonna go to California. You're gonna drop off in California. Then you're gonna pick up in California. Then you're gonna come back. That's not local, bruh. He started laughing. I said, that's why you laughing. I've been doing this a long time to know that when you pick up here, you're going to wait. When you get to California, you're going to deal with traffic. And then you're going to go to your drop-off location, you're going to wait some more. Then you talking about picking up in the same spot. Then I say, is the pickup at the same spot? Like, do you get reloaded right there? Oh, no, we're going to find the load for you. Then you're going to wait some more. Then I'm going to have trouble with parking. Because ain't no parking in LA like that. Especially against traffic. No, I ain't really trying to do that. I ain't trying to deal with that headache. Well, you know, some days you're gonna be out there for a day. I know this. Why you just don't say that's not local? That's really regional. Because you're gonna be gone away from home down there longer than you're gonna be gone away from home. That's not local. That's regional. Shit, I'm gonna be out there probably 3 days out of the 4 days out the week. I'm straight. I want to be home every day. I think I put enough groundwork in. I put enough hard work in as a truck driver to kind of call shots like that. Maybe it seemed kind of cocky, but I know what I'm worth, man. I ain't trying to do all that. These companies stay lying to people, right? And I be like, man, I ain't going for it. John D, what's good, brother? How you feeling? You know where to catch me at, man. I'm here. We've been missing the 4 o'clock slot. Kids got school, so I've been like 5 o'clock-ish. Even that's been a little hassle. But we here. We've been keeping consistent. We here. But we definitely been in the gym. We definitely been in that gym. John, I hope you've been, doing the same thing too. I know that I hope the kids are doing well in school. Yeah, they doing good. They adjusting. I think they a little flabbergasted. I think I don't know, they just got off a summer break. So the fog that they have, I see it. They so confused. When are we gonna get our iPads? Oh no, we back in school. We are back in school. Never. You never remember again. Never. I had to switch it to daddy mode because I've been relaxed for real. And they've been craving them iPads. I said, you touch the if I see you touch the iPad, I'm gonna break your fingers off. They laughing. But you know, I'm just joking, but I give them the iPad on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday they get it snatched right back from them after like 1 p.m. Sometimes I might get a little soft and say, you know what, 5 p.m. And then y'all get reacclimated to going back to school. But they so frustrated right now. They thinking, man, it be some weird people out here, y'all. You see that? She just clicked something. It sound like a gun. Click, click. I'm like, oh, whoa, hold up. Hold up, ma'am. I don't have no cash. I have nothing for you, for real. Some credit cards. You can have that. You can have those. Just let me live. But yeah, they're a little distraught. But they, all in all, they doing good, man. We got a nice system running right now, with their grandparents, and they doing a phenomenal job on their end, and it gives me time to create videos, man. We almost there, y'all, to monetization status. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. If y'all don't think I'm gonna turn it up, I'm turning it up even more. I can taste it. You would think I was monetized, but it takes so long, and it's so much. Man, I normally have somebody stole my shopping cart. But the monetization for YouTube, you have to put in work, man, and you got to be consistent. And not only do you have to put in work, you got to keep putting in that same work, like keep going. And it get tired. It get tiring. You become fatigued. You start to be irritated because a lot of times you don't wake up at the same time. And YouTube is like this. It's rhythm. Okay, they see that you here. People know that you here. John, I'm gonna read that in a minute. Let me get this one off right quick. They know that you here. 4 or 5 o'clock. You post videos. I got a video that's about to post in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna be on here in 5 minutes. That shows you the commitment. You can schedule a video to be put out 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then eventually you start to get people that want to see your content because you got a rhythm going on, and that's a part of their rhythm because they up at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. See how I kept the rhythm? 5 o'clock, you know? So that's how I go. Hey, they found that trucker's rig in the parking lot. He was nowhere to be found. A very sad story. Oh my God. Yeah, I got to get back over there. What state? I got to get back on that content today. What state was he in? Damn. You know, a lot of people were saying that story was AI, and only thing AI about that story was AI. I feel like we've come to a time where it's just not safe anymore, man. It's not. Trucking is not safe, bro. And I be saying that when you ask me, these are one of the things that make me sick and tired of this shit. Because I'm tired of seeing my people going through the shit that they go through, and then they say, oh, it's a mental illness. Mental illness, like, bro, I said that earlier. Nobody that's my skin complexion really has mental ill. I mean, it's cases where it happens, but there's nobody going out sad like that. You're not about to be working hard and long if you know you're about to do that to yourself. Sometimes it happens, but you're not. And when you get in these small towns, there's consequences for being there after certain hours. Matter of fact, later on today, that's what I'm gonna do, John. We just came up with something. Let's make a video asking the other truckers. It's gonna be a call to action video to list some sundown towns to be aware of. As a truck driver, I need all my people to understand. We're gonna clip this right here, John. See, we can make the content right now. Let's make it. What's good? What's good, man? We need all the truckers to come out. All the truckers. We need to find out one thing. Where are the sundown towns in the United States of America? We need all the sundown towns in the comments right now. We need to be aware of some towns in the United States. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe that wasn't it, John. We're gonna have to do that one again. Cause a lot of times I clip the content and then just repost it. But just for this, we're gonna go ahead and, clip that, and then we're gonna redo the content. I appreciate that too. I get a lot of ideas just here when I'm kicking it with y'all. That's gonna be some content. That's crazy, man. It's just it's insane. You find the guy. I wonder, did they rob him? What did they do? Cause we'd never know. And a lot of times, what you carrying, what you hauling, it's been some times I done had a high dollar load, but it's also been times where they tracked the load. I had now that was crazy in New Jersey, and I got that on record, on record, right? It's been times where I've had tools. I had a whole trailer of tools. I'm talking about the high dollar ones. No seal on it, but they tracked the load. Dang, somebody just hit something. No trailer, no seal, no nothing. And I'm like, man, if somebody wanted to have their way with me, they probably would knock my head off of this load. So what I do is I throw a lock on there because I know people hurting, and I was in New Jersey. I know they knew what I had. I know they'd knock my head off with no hesitation. People got to understand, my guys, my truck drivers, maybe it's not racism. Maybe it's just a robbery. People are hurting out here. And just let them go, man. Let them have it. It's not your stuff. So that could be a scenario. Another scenario could be sundown town. You just out of bounds with no protection. Maybe that's it. Maybe he did unalive himself. So many different scenarios. Maybe he, it's just a lot, man. Just being a truck driver is a lot. And people don't understand that, man. The thing I read said his rig found in AZ. What is a sundown town? Now, what I read is that they found that he was in Arkansas. So that's a conflict right there in the information that we both have between each other. Was he? And then another one said that he was 3 hours away. When you 3 hours away, you up in the mountains on 40. So it's a conflict of information that we both have, but there's no sundown towns in Arizona. Not that I know of. I don't know of no sundown towns here in Arizona. I'm here right now. The sun damn near is down. So a sundown town is like back in the day, right? They refer it back to slavery. A lot of these, like if you were caught with the sun, like if you were caught outside moving around when the sun was down, you were more susceptible of getting killed or some real bad happening to you. Get beat up. However they want to do, they're going to have their way with you. This was normally down south. Then it moved up. So, like when you're moving through Pennsylvania or some of these small towns, some of these houses still got candles in the window. And if anybody know their history, they know that when the slaves were moving from south to north, they would not moving but running away. They would look at some of these houses, and the ones with the candles in them were like safe havens. They can go and hide there and get, might get food there, might get support, whatever. But what people started to learn was that they could put these candles outside of their window and capture these slaves and turn them in for a bounty. So people started doing like sundown towns, and that's where, from my information, that's like how it all started. And we still got them today. You got them out there in Virginia, you got them out there in North Carolina, kind of like the mid states before you get south. And North Carolina is bad. Y'all seen the video? Y'all seen the video that I got up there that I'm doing a reaction to? It's actually it's doing pretty good. Cause I be saying stuff go viral and it's just stop, and now I'm looking crazy when I say that. But yeah, man, it gotta be it gotta be some type of middle ground, man. I think it just need to be one story of the opposite happening. And it's happening, a lot of this stuff is happening to people that's bowing down to the oppressor, to the ones who turning up. Of course you're gonna be tough with 6 guys, with 6 other guys, 7 other guys. If you've seen the video that I posted, that reaction video, it was 6 guys versus 1. I've had instances, I'm just telling you about me, where it was 3 on 1. I'm still the same person, and I take a good ass whooping. I'm still the same person if it's 3 versus 1, if it's 6 versus 1, if it's 30 versus 1. But what I started to learn was you definitely gonna lose. You're gonna get 1 or 2. You definitely gonna lose. Sometimes you might win, but it's rare. I mean, you Steven Seagal, but I like that type of action. But those guys out there, that's just me. I'll take a good ass whooping. I can give a good one too. But that just says when you got a 6-on-1 somebody on arguing, that you're really ready to take it there. And if he didn't have his camera, that's why I say these cameras are very important. If he didn't have his camera, man, it would have been real bad out there. They was ready too. The hate, you can hear it, you can feel it, you can see it. I want y'all to look at that video, man. Anybody that come on this live stream, after the live stream, go look at that video, please, and just see the hate that they displayed for this man. That's why I say a lot of stuff don't happen to the right people. That's because God be on your side. Let that would have happened to me. I know I probably would have been in the ditch somewhere. Because I'm not even about to talk. It's nothing to talk about. What are we talking for? You got a white man that just called this man a bitch. Stuff that we don't even use with other men. I don't even talk to men like that unless I'm ready to engage in high combat. For real. You got another man that is calling him stupid in the background. Like, what are we doing? That video really pissed me off, and I wanted to say some things. I just wanted to show the video. But when you come to the live, you're going to hear me say these things that I probably would never say on the content because I know it's going to get banned. I just want to let other people see what's going on. I thought that crap was over with. Are you kidding me? You would think with social media, these towns would be called out, that then truckers could just boycott. And yeah, but you know what, John? It's never over with. You're going to have hate. With love, it comes hate. With good, it comes evil. You know, it's always the opposite. It's always the opposite, man. And sad, but it's true. With love, it comes hate. And we think it's over with, but it's not. And a lot of this stuff is taught in-house. We had a situation at my kid's school where, my back. Oh my God, my back, y'all, from working out. Y'all gonna hear it too, I don't care. Well, we had a situation at school where It was somebody. It wasn't my kids. It was somebody else's kids, and it was some racism going on. And I'm like, you can't be mad at the kid. You have to be frustrated with the parents because they pick that shit up inside the house when the doors is closed and that's why kids are a reflection of what you doing in the house. You got a one kid, he's saying this and saying that. He forgets that he at school. He's not thinking. He's just bringing his behavior inside of the classroom. And I did have an instance where it wasn't racist, but it was definitely offensive to me. And the principal had to call me. I'm like, what the hell did one of my kids do for the principal to call? She left a message. Hey, this is, I'm not going to say her name on here, but hey, this is woo woo. I'm the principal. You might not have, you're not fairly well introduced to me, but we had some things happen. I need you to come up to the school when you get a chance. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I go up to the school, my damn daughter crying. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? One of the kids at the school, man, say, let me see your boobies. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, lift up your shirt and let me, like, aggressive. I say, damn, how do we deal with this? As a father, you want to be kind of mad, but then you have to have some type of logic about yourself and kind of sit there and just fester in what's going on and analyze it for real. So what we did was I sat there, I analyzed. I'm like, fuck, I want to go into school and turn up. You know? I want to just turn up, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right. She talking. She like, you not mad? I'm like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm very upset, but I'm not going to display that right now at the school. Maybe when I get home, I have to carry on as a parent, right? As a professional, because my job is on the line if I go crash out, you know, as a person, as a civilian, because if I say what I want to say and do what I want to do, I'm going to be locked up. A lot of these things, man, it comes from home. It comes from home. I found an article, Eric's truck was found in Little Rock, Arkansas. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we're going to switch the gears up in a minute. Let's leave that there. We're going to go ahead and switch the gears up. We're going to definitely do an update today, and we're going to switch the gears up in a minute. But a lot of the hate it stems from what's going on at home, because you got these parents that's at home, they dropping the N-bombs and all of that, which is cool. You do what you want to do behind closed doors, but you got to understand that what you say and what you do will be replicated and it will be projected with your kids, through your kids. So whoever you are as a parent, your kids will display that in school, in class. Ask me the last time my kids ever did some crazy shit. The only thing they do that kids do is cuss. And yes, they gonna see this. Y'all be cussing. I know y'all be cussing. I hear it. I know y'all be cussing. But as a parent, I know that I used to cuss. But I know I had enough respect for my parents not to even, for my grandma not to even hear me cussing. I used to be doing all type of stuff, but I know I was respectful enough not to bring that shit right through her ears, because I know she would have slapped the hell out of me. Man, I'm still scared of my grandma. Man, I got one ass whooping from my grandma, and I never got an ass whooping again. She took it. I kept doing some devious shit. I'm taking the cord out the damn, she was vacuuming. I'm pulling the cord out the wall. She looking at me like, nah, Derek, come on now. I know you got enough, so she talking to me all calm. I know you got enough sense in your head not to keep doing that. So I'm going to tell you one more time, do not do that again. She calm as hell. C. Myers, what's good? We just kicking it, man. Martine, what's good? We just kicking it, man. We kicking it. So I pull it again. Guess what happens? Boom. She said, come here right quick. Man, when I say I got the worst ass whooping with that same cord on that vacuum, I ain't even like that vacuum after that. I got my ass towed up. But to end this and summarize it, a lot of the stuff that these kids display, you can't be mad at the kids. You got to be mad at the goddamn parents. You got to. Because they're going to represent you when they inside of them schools. And that's all that is. I agree, Derek. When it comes to how kids are acting, I place most the blame on the damn parents. They still children. Let me see, I'm sorry. They still children that are being raised. They are still learning manners if being taught, for sure. And that's just that. That's exactly what it is. They still children and they still learning. So you are the reflection, ladies and gentlemen. Your whatever your kid is doing, they got it from you. Point blank, period. Let's go back to what you said. We said we was gonna run that back. I like that too, John. I appreciate you, man, for keeping this live going. Let's go back to. I found that article. Eric's truck was found in Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's talk about Arkansas. When I go there, I have a video, and I'm getting chills just talking about it. I have a video, some content that I made probably about 3 years ago, talking about Arkansas. Yes, I got family out there. Yes, they love me dearly. But when I go to Arkansas, I don't park in Arkansas. If I park in Arkansas, I found parking at a big parking lot in Arkansas. I don't go out on the outskirts. I don't do my normal walk around. I don't even do content. I kind of be like with the pack. A lot of that's another clip right there. A lot of truck drivers have to be with the pack when they in these towns where they don't like our color. Maybe it's not a color thing, or if it's not, still stay your ass in the pack. Because if you get robbed, somebody try to rob the truck, they're not going to try to rob you. You have to have some type of common sense. I'm not talking to you, John. We talking in general. You have to have some type of common sense as a truck driver to know that it's people out here that's hungry. And if somebody is hungry, they're going to get your truck. They know you got something in there that's going to equivalent to either some money or some food. Maybe even both. I've had loads before where I had blocks of fucking silver on there. That was years ago. I got that video. That was like my first viral video on TikTok. Blocks of silver. Blocks of nickel. Man, somebody would have bust my head for that low. I was kind of nervous driving that low. I bet you they wouldn't do that again, though. Even the person, the personnel saying, don't record this. I still recorded it. That was years ago. I want people to see, like, what's inside of this joint. It's been times in the Bronx, New York, where I've heard of a story of a truck getting robbed. They bust the windows and like they robbed the driver. They ain't take the stuff out the truck. They just robbed him. He ain't had nothing in there but some damn credit cards. And he canceled them. Took his food and everything out the truck. It's really crazy out here. It's really crazy. Y'all have to be very vigilant, be safe, and all of the above, man, so you can make it home. Don't try to be a superhero. Like the mafia say when they was looting, they was doing that back in the day. Do y'all know that? I hope y'all know that. What they tell you, don't try to be a hero. If somebody ever rob you and they come and say, don't try to be a hero, the calmness should tell you that this is what they do. Don't try to be a hero. This is not yours. Just be quiet. Let us go ahead and get what we need to get, and we're going to keep it moving. We might tie you up or whatever it is, but this is what they do. You have to be vigilant, man. Where is your smart? Some people don't have common sense, for real. And some of that is like street smart. You know if somebody moving wrong, you know. You can see it. You can feel it. Y'all just seen me just a minute ago turn around. Somebody made a click. It sounded like a gun. I turned around quick. That's just my instance. My instance is like, it's crazy. Not instance. I'm sorry. I'm still tired. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Instinct. Just being on guard. That's that Detroit in me. I still got it. I know I still got it. It was like, it was clicking. I was already on it. What is going on? I don't know what she had going on. But you have to be more vigilant and safe. Like, just be vigilant out here, if anything. Then stay safe. See it first, right? We cooking today, y'all. We cooking. Thanks for keeping the chat going too, John. I appreciate that. Um, and one more thing, being kept out of raising kid is faith and prayer. One more thing, being kept out of raising. Can you? We need you to run that back, John. Or maybe I'm reading it wrong. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's a lot going on out here, man. It is a lot going on out here, and we gonna definitely get that story back to y'all, man. We gonna update it and everything. Police saying that we unaliving ourselves. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Sometimes I'm glad I'm a trucker, and sometimes I'm just like, what the hell did I choose for my life? Oh shoot! It's a mosquito on me. Golly, I felt that bite. It's gonna be bad. What is going on out here? Hold on, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get me like that now. Now when I'm doing it's probably this coffee. I have to walk around. Well, y'all see when we first came on the live, man, it was kind of quiet. We be needing some subjects to talk about. My guy John, he keeping me well on my feet this morning. Keeping me on my feet with everything. Y'all can see the mountains in the background, man. It's getting real beautiful out here. It's about 5:19. We've been out there. This is the east, I'm sorry. And this is the west. So we waiting on the sun to go ahead and come up. It's beautiful out here, man. It's beautiful out here. I feel another thing missing with raising kids is faith and prayer. I grew up with faith. They also help with my manners as a child for sure. And sometimes, like with faith as a kid, we're gonna say this. Faith as a kid is kind of like imaginary, right? You have to know what faith is. I didn't know what faith is until I got older and I start getting into the Bible and stuff like that. But faith is built, right? Because it's something that you don't see, but you believe it's gonna happen. Oh, I like that, John. See, that's why I got chills. We about to say something. Let's say it again. Faith is something that you know that's gonna happen, but you do not see it. As a kid, if you have faith, that means somebody has instilled in you an honor system where you can honor their word, right? Let's cook. Oh, I like that. I like that. It starts at home. Your parents can install faith in you by telling you these things. Yo, I'm gonna be here at this time and I'm gonna come pick you up. If you got a garbage parent, they ain't coming. So you don't have faith. You don't build the faith. If you got a parent that tells you, I tell my kids this every time. I say, look, if I don't do what I said I'm gonna do, I'm dead. I always say that. They be laughing. I say, look for me. If I tell you I ain't coming, I ain't coming. But if I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. I tell my older daughter that all the time when she asks me, yo, Dad, you going to the daddy-daughter dance? When is it? Let's make a date. Let's get the transportation out the way, and I'm coming. Once I say I'm coming, that airplane, if I ain't there, that airplane on the ground, it ain't on the ground in a good way. It's turned upside down. And I'm done. And now I gotta excuse why I didn't come. Why I didn't come. But faith is built like that. As a kid, people, the older people, the adults, the parents, they teach faith. Seeing something or believing something that is gonna be there, that is coming, and you know that it's coming, but you don't see it. It's built like that. For real, I didn't know you were a pastor on the side. Well said, brother. I appreciate it, John. I appreciate it, man. You giving me these topics, and I'm alley ooping them. Might have to see one of these joints on the put in replay. But that's just how it is, bro. I feel like a lot of this stuff I relate to my life, and it comes fluent. Like you hit a vein, or you turned on the faucet, it comes fluent like that. And that's just where it is, man. I like that one though, faith. I like that one. We gonna run that back. But that's what it is. And kids, kids so precious, and you can mold them. You can mold them. You can mold them with hate, or you can mold them with love. I've seen a mother. Boy, I put it on the floor. Y'all better be glad I don't really be putting people names out there, but you know who you are. I've seen a mother take a whole last name from a child. That hurt. As a child, you do that, but then you have ulterior motives. That's not good. I've seen that. How toxic is that to do that to somebody? You mad at their father, so you snatch their last name. I know who watching. It's for you. And you snatch their whole last name. Now they don't even know they self. And the father probably wasn't even that bad. It probably was you. I've seen that. So toxic. One thing that I know about the higher power, I'm just glad that I wasn't put in certain situations, because I know my life would be totally different. I'm glad that I went through the things that I went through, whether it was whatever it was, because it made me the person I am. I had to seek the information. I read the book, The Alchemist, and it reminds me so much of the cartoons that I watch. One Piece, where you got this guy, he's on a quest to find One Piece. The Alchemist is on a journey to find what's going on in life. And he finds so many things as he get through the time, as he get older, as the time progresses, he starts to figure out these things, man. Indonesia was good. Shout out to the from the US to Indonesia. But yeah, you start to see these things and you start to be like, yo, hold up, I'm learning. You're learning from experience. You're learning from talking to people. You learning business. You learning all of these things. That's why I said, man, I would never trade my life in for nobody's life. I promise you, I don't care how much money they got, because I learned something that will stay with me until I die. And guess what? By the time that I die, my kids got that. From me telling them, me walking them through things. That's why when I'm with my kids, I'm letting them see every struggle that I go through, because you're gonna see me overcoming it. That's one thing I say about my father that I give him. I seen every struggle that he went through, and that kind of hurt me to say this, but it made me better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that being a parent is actually parenting. Being a parent is just being there, watching the struggles, and then you as a kid kind of learning from, oh, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that either, you know? So that's just where it's at, man. You just gotta stay down as a parent and just keep them with you. I keep my kids with me through everything. I ain't have a car, you gonna be with me while I ain't got no car. I ain't got no money, you gonna be with me. My daughter's gonna see that, yo, he worked. He might not have been rich, but he worked. He kept a job. So if he didn't keep no food, maybe he needed to learn some things about finances. If he didn't do this, a lot of people have a fairy tale ass lifestyle that they portray to their kids. Ooh, this another one. Ooh, this live getting intense, y'all. A lot of people have a fairy tale lifestyle that they portray to their kids to make their kids think everything is all right, and it's not all right. I will never curse my kids and let them know everything is all right, because this world ain't all right. If anything, I'm going to tell you, this is a cruel world, and you need to be vigilant and be safe out here. And you need to watch out for these things. It's probably the best live I done had. I don't know. John, you done spark something in me. Nah. It started off slow. You done sparked something in me now, because I've seen things up close where it's like, yo, what'd you say? Oh, you ain't had a humbling experience. That's why you talk like that. You talk like that because you don't know no better. I might sit here and I might joke, and then I might do other things that make you think that I'm foolish. But the best thing to do is to have somebody thinking that you foolish and you not, because they gonna play you like you foolish, like you don't know no better. And then when you switch up, I know better and I'm 5 steps ahead of you, then it's checkmate. It's checkmate. I asked my grandfather what is his secret for 60 years of marriage before he passed. What'd he say? What'd he say? He answered, pray. It was prayer together, stay together. I find myself praying more now than when I was a kid. That's deep. That's real deep. And I want to say this: prayer it's power in prayer. I remember, and you know what? I'm gonna say this too. Grandparents are very smart. Very smart. My grandma, and I'm wanting to say, we're going to bring this as a segue to speak about my grandma and your grandparents too. Very smart. They didn't get that age by being very dumb. They actually got that age for making all the right moves. And they was blessed on the way. The reason why they was blessed is because they stayed prayed up. And the man upstairs guides you out the way. When you pray, man, there's power in prayer, man. People don't even know that. There's so much power in prayer. Just pray. I remember when I played with prayer. when I just played with it and I was a kid. And I was like, yo, I was in trouble. This is the first time I really just got into the Bible. I was in juvenile in a detention facility. I was shook. I was sitting there. Hey, I'm in Detroit. I'm in JDF. Shout out to the D, man. I love Detroit because it taught me everything down there, everything I know. I'm in JDF with all these. I thought I was a bad kid. Oh, no. Oh, no. You got real bad kids up there. These kids was stabbing each other. And it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying, to go through that type of shit and you a young kid. I'm watching kids get stabbed. I'm watching kids. I'm talking about rumbling. We talking about gladiator school. Oh, I didn't know how to act. I knew how to act in there. I grabbed that Bible so quick. Lord, please. Oh, my God. Lord, I'll never do this again. I played with prayer because I just knew that the power, that's what they were saying in church. The power of prayer is powerful. I went in there, I prayed, I said, Lord, I'll never be bad again. Just get me out of this mess. Get me out of it. And I got out. And then I went right back to jamming again in the streets. So when you mess around with prayer, you're gonna mess around and find out. You heard that before. You're gonna mess around and find out. Just pray one time. He's gonna give you I pray for clarity. Man, sometimes I wish, I'm not gonna say I wish, I'm sorry. I'm in my mode right now. I pray for clarity. With clarity came goggles to see. Dick Gregory said that too. And I mess around. Before I even studied them, I mess around and I prayed for clarity. I fasted for clarity. Guess what I can see? A lot. A lot. 10 minutes within having a conversation about you, I get a feeling about you. I get all these things about you. That's from praying and fasting. I fasted for 41 days. Daniel fast. I'm getting chills just talking about it. Very intense. Somebody really put me up on it for real, and I didn't even know. Like, when you get that deep into religion and you start fasting, and you gonna go through some stuff, and you definitely gonna get clarity. Just try it one time. I'm talking about dreams where it felt like I'm touching trees and looking at I was told this story before. I'm looking at the glaciers and the shining. Prayer is so deep that I predict what can happen, and it happens in the real life. That's a whole nother, like, if you talk to me personally, I could tell you these things, but, right now ain't the time. But when you pray and you deep into it, you can get exactly what you asked for. I can see people, I can read them, and it's on me to react to how I perceive them to be, how I've read them. I can have empathy for people, and I can feel your struggle because I've probably been there before. I've been homeless before, so I know how to talk to a man that's broken, and I can put them back together. Yo, bro, do this, do this, do that. I've been there. I lived in my car before. I've done all of these humbling things. I've been in prison before. I've been a hustler before hustling, and it wasn't hustle just the. When I hustled for a reason. I had a why. Okay, I need to get the hell up out my grandma's house, so let's go hit the streets. Me having the mindset that I know that I had to have X, Y, Z. This person needs to be muscle. This person needs to be the reason, the person that has reason. This person needs to have the vision. And then I put my plays together, and it got me way further than my grandma's house. I got out here with Mexicans, and I started dealing with another culture, and I'm ranking up. So, and I can talk about these things because the statute of limitations, come on now. The statute of limitations for anything that I've ever done is way over with. Way over with. But yeah, man, just pray. I didn't pray then, but I pray now. I be praying to God. I'm glad that he kept me out of a lot of stuff that I've done. So when I sit here and reflect, I be like, damn, I'm one of the chosen ones. I'm one of the chosen ones, and I feel like that. I'm blessed and highly favored. When you say chosen one, you blessed and highly favored. He gave me the goggles to see. I can see. Just like 30, 45 minutes ago, I heard that click clack. Y'all see my head turn. Yo, hold on. We stopped the whole live. And I did that mid click clack. You can see it. I'm on guard. I just jumped into that. So, yeah, man, John, we sat here and had a good conversation for a good hour, man. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you motivated me to be able to get that out of me, man. Because I can look at this video and be like, yo, me and John cooked, you know? We are on 100%. That's good. Another live, a great live at that. Like, this is one of the best ones. You probably gonna, what y'all probably gonna do is fast forward it. But that's cool. But start where me and John kicking game to one another. Where he really put me up on just giving me alley-oops so I can dunk them, for sure. So what we gonna do? Great convo. I'm on vacation, so I was able to enjoy all of it this morning. For sure, John. Enjoy your vacation. Get your workout in, your steps in. Even on vacation, I'm gonna ask you that. Just get your steps in. Make sure you get your 10,000 steps if you could take that. I think that's the kind of, I recommended daily amount of steps. We're gonna say the prayer right quick. And we got enough time too, but I'm not gonna stretch it and make it all long, drawn out thing. I really appreciate you, John, for real, man. This is gonna be a good one. Remember I said that this is gonna be a good one. When we look at the results in the end, y'all gonna be like, all right, that was a good one. It's gonna be probably 150 or more. It might be more than that, because this is a good one. Let's bow our heads right quick, man. If you're in the truck, in the car, keep your eyes open. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your ears opener. Keep your ears open too. Lord, thank you for the day. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for letting our feet hit the pavement today. Open our minds. Open our bank accounts up if you can. Let us have a productive day. Let us have a day where you guide it all the right ways. No mishaps. Let it be a cruise, like one of those cruise control days where it's everything we run into is a positive experience. Bless our families. Give us traveling mercy. Cover us. As we know, as people out here doing foolish maneuvers and foolish moves and unconscious moves, let us have the goggles on. Let all of us have the goggles on and steer out the way of those foolish moves. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the day. I love y'all, man. We out of here. This 8TeenWilln, man. That was perfect timing, too. This was a good one, man. John, enjoy your vacation, man. We out of here.